Hepatitis C is a relatively new disease in that it was first identified in 1989 to 1990. Prior to that, for the prior 15 years, it was called non-A, non-B hepatitis, simply because we had no test to describe or identify the virus. Subsequent to that, it's become a major cause of chronic liver disease in the United States. It accounts for over 50% of patients transplanted for cirrhosis in the United States, and for even more of that of those cases in Western Europe. Hepatitis C is known as a silent disease because the majority of patients are not identified until they present to their doctor with either abnormal liver test or early symptoms and signs of end-stage liver disease. This early identification of the disease is important because we do now have more effective treatment for chronic hepatitis C. You're going to hear and see a good deal about this. Let me say there's hope for treatment, and this hope resides on early diagnosis. We have tests for this, and now we have treatment. When interferon first came out, we found that it was effective long-term in eradicating the virus in less than 10% of patients fully treated. With the addition of pegylation, which simply prolongs the amount of interferon circulating in the blood over a week's period, and the use of another drug called ribavirin, we now can eradicate this virus in up to 50% of patients, taking as a generality. When we look at subspecies of the virus, the results are even better. If you are a member of the genotype 2 and 3 family, then 80 to 90% of patients can be cured with 6 months of treatment. However, unfortunately, this is a less common variety of the virus in the United States. About 70% of the patients have genotype 1, and genotype 1 in full treatment averages about 45% of cases are effectively treated. The point to be made in this whole picture is we now have a much better treatment, and the earlier you can be treated, the better off your results are. This battle can be won. I think you will. I know that we'll meet amazing people who have won the fight in their battle to overcome hepatitis C. I never lose sight of the effect what persistence and determination can do in this fight against a very potentially serious disease. Thank you.